Coming to you from the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada, this is The Stand with your hosts, Shane Williams and Lance Dobbs. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of The Stand. Very excited today. We finally got our interviewee on the show today, so we're going to start interviewing him on the whole migrant crisis in Europe and pretty much what's going on right now about the whole refugee situation and a lot more. So, Eunice, nice to have you aboard.
Thank you.
Finally, nice to get you in and everything else like that. If you just tell us a little bit about yourself and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, my name is Yunus. I'm from Morocco and I'm Muslim. And this is the point what we want to talk about.
Right. Yeah, so awesome, man. We just want to open up a dialogue and show people that not all Muslims are bad, everything else like that. I think right now the biggest scare is whenever you see a Muslim-looking person that, oh man, my life is in danger, and we're here to change that. All life is important to us. We're very pro-life and everything else like that. So, what is your take on the whole refugee crisis in Europe right now?
Okay, first of all, before we talk about refugees, I want to ask you a question. Okay. In 2011, all this start happening, right? And the refugees start like leaving their countries. I'm talking about
right.
Syrian refugees. They start leaving their country. They went to Germany, all the European country, Canada, some Arabic country, right? Who started this? This is my question.
Right.
We need to ask who, when, why. If we have the answer of this question, refugees, they're gonna stay in their countries, right? They're not gonna leave.
Right. So, I guess to start off with one of your questions would be, well, who? It's all because of the war over there that happened. Pretty much started the Iraq War.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much the point of the whole operation. So you Americans slash the whole, pretty much the European Union.
Brittany,
yeah,
European Union.
Right. Go in.
So now it's the result.
Right.
Right.
So they go into Iraq. They pretty much kill Saddam, and then in order for ISIS and Al Qaeda and everybody else to start growing and forming, pretty much taking the whole Middle East over. And then they start going into other places.
Then they slowly went in, took out Gaddafi.
Yeah.
Took out the guy in Syria. What was his name? Assad, and then they took out one other big name guy, Egypt. Who was in Egypt?
Hosni Mubarak.
Yes.
Hosni Mubarak. Yeah. That one in Tunisia was called, I forgot his name. But now we are talking about Middle East.
Right.
Egypt and Tunisia are different, okay? So in the Middle East, in 2003, it was a war, a big war, okay? In 2001, 9/11, all of us, I mean all Muslim, like not all of us, like 95%, we support America in 9/11. When they went to Iraq,
right, because it is
with no reason, like, okay,
right,
what's
exactly.
the reason, like, you are going there?
Well, I mean, one of the main reasons, the obvious reason is for oil. Obviously, we want to control the oil.
I don't know. I
mean, from my research and from everything else like that, our main focal point, right, is for the oil and to try to build a relationship with the Saudis and everything else like that. And the 28 pages that are held secret still, that Donald Trump called for to be released, are in fact through whistleblowers and everything else like that, are saying that the Saudis are involved in the whole 28 pages in 9/11 and how the government stands down like that. So with that, that's pretty much motive for us to go there, accuse Saddam of weapons of mass destruction, even though multiple times when the people went over there, they couldn't find anything. So going on, we go into all of these countries, the Middle Eastern countries, upset them, uproot them, and everything else like that. Destroy them. I mean, you could look a picture of Syria, 2011, you know, and how beautiful and everything it was.
Oh
and,
yeah.
and then now it looks like worse than
In
World War.
war,
Yeah.
You know, what am I trying to say? Third world country, even worse. Nobody will want to live there. So, continue on the whole thing of the migrant crisis now because of that the war over there, flooding into Europe and everything else like that. Why are why are the refugees now the whole focal point and everything else like that? Why is now the big deal where all the refugees are coming into Europe are so bad?
All of them, they are so bad.
Well, I'm not saying all of them, but from what we're seeing on the news, is do you think this is true in your point?
Well, let me tell you something. I want to explain to you something. What's going on in Syria now? You have Russia,
Right.
Yeah.
and you have US. You have Iran and Saudi Arabia. You have Nusra and you have ISIS. Tell me who's the good here and who's the bad here.
Well, explain to me, because it sounds like you're saying it's a civil war almost, or like a gang war.
It's like Cold War, just there is blood.
Right, exactly.
Just Russia, like with Iran, right? And Hezbollah, I forgot Hezbollah. Hezbollah, what they are doing in Syria?
Right.
They are in Lebanon. What they are doing with Assad? Why they are supporting Assad? Why they send their military to Syria? Right?
No,
Russia.
absolutely, yeah.
Do you have border with Syria? No. US. What are you doing there? I don't think so. US.
Russia's just trying to do a land grab.
Right.
And Iran want to control the whole area. They are Muslim too.
Right,
They
yeah.
are Muslim. They are just the Syria. There is like Shia and Sunnis. Okay, Iran is Shia. Hezbollah are Shias too. So they want to control the whole area to be Shias.
Right.
Okay, and that's what happened in Iraq when like US went there. They took off Saddam Hussein and all their friends, and I don't know how to explain to you that. And they put Malki, he's Shia too.
Right. Right.
So
No, I mean, me personally being over in both countries, Afghanistan and Iraq, I seen it for myself, how the Sunni and Shiites always at battle with each other. And
they are not. They are not. Just they make problem between them. They were
Right.
good. They were good. Until somebody like went there and made problem with them between them. Yeah.
No, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, it's a big thing over there. I mean, it's just a couple of articles that you know myself and Lance pulled up, just to get your take on it. Swedish police cover up thousands of crimes involving the refugees.
So yeah,
This
go
is
back
saying
to refugees.
from rapes to murders to beheadings, pushing off gay people off rooftops and stuff like that. I mean, somewhere along the lines, I mean, for also within our research that we found a lot of the defeated ISIS warriors are being
They're sneaking in.
shipped over to the Europe and stuff like that.
Okay. Let me tell you something. I don't know if this news is true or not. Okay.
Right.
You don't know are true. That's really happened or not. Okay.
Okay.
We don't know.
I mean, we're just going based off what the media is putting out.
We're not gonna go by the media and listen to the media, okay? If you listen to the media, you're not gonna invite me here. You're not gonna talk to me because I'm Muslim,
Right.
because I'm terrorist, because
No,
I have
no,
bomb
no,
with me.
no.
No, I'm just saying if you listen to the media,
Right.
what's
Right.
the media say about Muslim or whatever, like, right? So don't tell me like that's the media say. Bring me numbers, okay? Numbers from like organization or something like I can believe. Tell me like newspaper or like in TV or something. I'm not saying it's not true. Maybe yeah, this can happen, yeah. But let me tell you something. I'm from Morocco, and we have this. Okay, we don't have war. We don't have nothing about. We are peaceful. Like we live in peace. We are good, and we have this. Sometimes you hear that.
Right. And then
in US, you don't have this.
Right. No, we have murders and everything else, just like everywhere else.
Exactly. But you tell me like millions of Syrian, they are scared. They left their country to go there and rape people, and I don't know what. That's impossible, man. Just think about it. Like,
no, right, absolutely.
So there's still criminals in those refugees.
Well, let me tell you something. Like,
I mean, there's criminals everywhere.
Exactly.
So you're
don't
gonna
point. Don't point on them. Don't say refugees. They have criminals. No, like they are human.
They are human.
Yeah, they need like to take responsibility of what are doing. What I want.
So the ones that they catch that are committing crimes, what should they do with those refugees?
Whatever what the law there.
The law there?
Yeah. I can tell you, like, if they send them to jail, yeah, they can send them to jail, whatever what they want to do with them. And I agree with that. What do you mean? You are coming from your country to my country to crimes and like,
wrong.
Yeah, that is just... I don't accept that.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on. And folks, I just want to make one thing clear. We are just trying to open up a dialogue. We're not trying to argue with one another or anything else like that. We want to push that all Muslims are not bad. That's what we're trying to get at with this interview. So continuing on.
Let's go a little deeper into the refugees and how it's affecting Europe. And it's how Europe is slowly imploding on itself.
Right.
With they're just having an overpopulation of refugees coming in. Their economy was already strained before that. With Portugal, it was strained with Spain. It was Germany is the one that's pretty much holding up the euro. Britain is trying to pull out right now, and so we'll go from there.